Find insight, guidance, and answers. Tune into Spirit with radio medium Laura Lee.
Tuning into Spirit for Miss Teresa. Welcome.
Thank you, Laura.
Where are you calling from?
I'm from Kansas City.
So, Teresa, first thing I get is all this light around you. When I see light like this, I get angels. So, like, you've been tapping into them in some way. You've been trying to communicate with them. You're trying to reach them. But one in particular that stands out for me is called Sandolphin. Do you feel connected to angels?
I talk to them. Now, whether I'm connecting or not, I'm not sure.
Well, I'm telling you, you are. I'm just confirming it for you because when you start talking to them and start working with them, you attract them in. You got a lot of them around you. But Sandolphin in particular wants to come around and say that you're working on personally ascending, trying to make the contact with spirit in the spiritual realm.
That's correct.
And Sandolphin's guiding you in this process.
That's wonderful.
I know. Sandolphin, as well as all of them, show me you actually trying to meditate and being frustrated with the process.
Absolutely. I'm not a good meditator. I will buy into that one.
You know what? Good or not, at least you're practicing. So I want you to get out of your head that you're not good at it because it's just a practice and it develops over time. And he wants to encourage you to keep going with it, even if it means it's guided meditation for now. Have you done some of that?
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely.
And then eventually you're going to move to music. Then you will evolve to the silence. And he shows me you walking out in nature and really connecting with nature. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
And your spirit's calling you outside. And this is really important too, because it's about clearing your energy and removing any toxicity from your body, mind, and soul so you can be really clear and a clear channel to hear their call. And they said to tell you that you are going to find this connection online, reading about it and exploring with coaches and everything. This journey is such a personal journey. We can read online all we want, but it's actually about doing the work, and you're doing the work. And one of the other things they want to encourage you to do is to serve and be kind to others, which I get the sense that you do that naturally.
Yeah, I'm kind of a people person or a people pleaser. Not always the best.
But the whole thing is stepping away from negative energy and letting people express their emotions and where they are and not trying to please them and then letting them be who they are at the moment and then coming back and act kind or say a kind word to them when they're in that space. And that's how you're going to serve in a better way. Now, have you done volunteer work?
In the past. I haven't in the last few years. I haven't, but I used to in the past.
Okay, that's a confirmation to all this message, but you're going to be doing more of this. And they encourage you to do this so that will also open you up to higher realms because those connections to people and practicing kindness and going outside and meditating, all that will encourage your development to hear the angels speak to you. And, smudging or saging, are you doing that as well?
Yes, I am.
So we've got to keep this in mind too, that everything's about attention. So it's not about the tools we use so much as expressing your attention when you do smudge or set the space and welcoming in the angels that are there to protect your home, protect your body, your mind, and your spirit, and to open you up to your call and your next step and your next mission. And I feel it has something to do with serving and it has to do with your work as a light worker.
That's an interesting thing. I just didn't know where to go next or what to do. And that's interesting that you say that.
Mm-hmm. It's just the way you touch people. Thank you for sharing your time with me, Miss Teresa.
Thank you.
If you'd like to call in like Miss Teresa, sign up at Radio Medium, LauraLee.com, where you can find some upcoming events to support our show. And you can tune into your spirit each and every day by subscribing to our podcast. Please rate it and share it with your family and friends. We'd appreciate that. And be social with me. Go to Facebook, Radio Medium, Laura Lee group, Instagram, YouTube too. I would love to hear from you.
Semi was in the center lane and just turned right in front of us. Decided I needed to get a hold of an attorney. Never really heard anything from this attorney for 2 years. Decided I couldn't use him no more. I contacted Konoski Bresney I mean, he did more in 2 weeks than that other attorney did in 3 years. I could definitely not have done this on my own if it wasn't for Todd. Sorry. He changed my life.
Why do you need a personal injury lawyer? Hi, I'm Todd Bresney of Konoski Bresney. When you are harmed, insurance companies should compensate you fully and fairly. But they're in the business of caring about their own bottom lines and not about your losses. At Konoski Bresney, we get your worth. For close to 50 years, we've been your hometown attorneys. So call Konoski Bresney at 888, the letter U, count and the number 2, or see me on the web at bresneylaw.com. It won't cost you a thing to see if we can help.
Ryan Seacrest here. When you have a busy schedule, it's important to maximize your downtime. One of the best ways to do that is by going to ChumbaCasino.com. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino games like spin slots, bingo, and solitaire that you can play for free for a chance to redeem some serious prizes. So hop on to ChumbaCasino.com now and live the Chumba life. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.